Alright, so now we're going to do the hard part. We're going to take this working LED off without damaging it. Just as a usual thing that you do, you verify right before you do it. It is working, right? And it is, so you'll see it. If I ruin it, it'll be ruined. And it was working right before this, so it could only be me that ruined it. One other thing I wanted to mention though is, because I didn't really show that. I mean, I did show lighting two LEDs, but I didn't really explain that on the meter when you light two LEDs and on one strip to light two of these, like I said, I scratched this over here, found that was the negative. The positive, they did mark it here with a little plus in the copper, so that works for that. And all you got to do to light the other LED that's next to it is just to go to its positive. Keep your negative here on this side of the two LEDs, and then and if you had another one, like I think I broke them off. There were more off to the right side. Then you could just keep going. So you could keep your black one just on the one negative over here, and then you could light all the LEDs in between those two probes, basically. And when you do that, you'll notice on the meter it says 5.4. That's because that's 2.7 times 2. And so, when you light a long strip, it'll tell you how much voltage the whole strip takes, how much the whole string takes. A string is a bunch of strips that are linked together via these connectors. And for this TV, it had two strings, and there were, I guess 5 or maybe 6 strips in each string, and each string was made to, like, on the power supply it was reading like 94 volts or something like that for each one, but there was no light coming out, so the voltage was there on the power supply, but because one of the LEDs was open, none of it would work. But I am still kind of concerned because it seems like one of the strings should still have been able to light up. I was only able to find one strip that had one bad LED on it, so I don't know if the strings are independent. I don't know. Maybe they're both wired together, even though they look like they're independent from the connector side on the power supply. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So that's how you test multiple LEDs in a row. Let's get to taking this thing off. Or no, not yet. Got to put the flux. Okay. Yeah, don't try and take this off without flux. That would be a bad idea. Let's let this thing get up to its, where are we at? 430. It seemed to work good. I tape the strip down to this metal here, so maybe. Oh, you know what? We're not even seeing anything here, so we gotta zoom in. Can we zoom in more? Ooh, look at that. Alright. I'm gonna try and still be able to see here without blocking the camera, but it's kind of hard. But I'm just kind of keeping it moving, and every now and then I kind of tap on it and see if it's loose. It's not coming loose yet. Oh boy. Yeah, the other one came off a lot easier. What's happening here? Nope. Oh, I'm starting to get worried now. How is this not coming off? Oh boy. Well, I don't know. It's pretty stubborn. I'm gonna let it cool down for a second and verify that it even still works. I don't know. That was a big fail. The other one came off like nothing. Oh, that Kenmore, man. They're really trying to produce a quality TV, but they failed. I mean, yeah, it's good. Good job. The LEDs are stuck on there real good. I'm proud of you. But why did one of them fail? And if you know they're gonna fail, at least make them possible to remove. Okay, well, I haven't damaged it. uh, more flux, more flux, more heat. There's not really any. I mean, no big deal, right? If I mess it up, I mess it up. I think I have 2 other ones right here, and I've got a bunch of other ones that I can go dig through. I find one that's easy enough to come off. It's. You might have seen it on the other one. If we look at how these things are put together from the old one, you see that there's a positive and a minus. That's I think the bigger side is the plus. I should have took a note of that before it came off. I don't. It'd be pretty hard to figure out now. Doesn't matter anyway because it's broken. But anyway, that's just how they do it. One pad is big and one pad is little, and there's kind of like on the side, on either side, you can get at it. Like, yeah, I didn't really show that. If you plug in the meter again, if we take the plus, like, sure, we can put the plus there and put the minus there, and we can get it. But also, right on the LED itself, if you look at where this track goes, this plus just goes right into this, and the minus is right on the other side. So you can do that. And that's how we'll test it when we actually get it off of there. We'll make sure, and that's how you'll make sure, when you put it back in, that you put it the correct way, positive, where positive should be. And boy, there's not really much of a marking on this. You can just kind of barely like it almost looks like there's a line right there, and then there's like, it almost looks like the letter B, sort of like a capital letter B, and the straight back of the B is on one side, and that's the positive. Straight back of the B is a positive. I don't know if you can see that too clearly in the video. Let's see if we can we even zoom in anymore? Yeah, it kind of looks like a B. I don't know. Maybe you think it looks like something else. Alright. Enough jibba jabba. Let's try and get this. Let's try this again. I mean, basically, the flux should be right there on that where that metal is. Jeez, it's not the COVID, I promise. I'm just nervous. Okay. I'm gonna go for it this time. At 4:30. If I can't get it off at 4:30 and it still works, then I'll try up the temperature. I don't have much airflow going right now, too. Maybe I should turn the air up. Yeah. Jeez, you can't even see. I'm blocking everything. How do people do this? That's what I wonder. What's the secret? Oh boy, man, it is just all the heat is going everywhere but to the solder joint. I mean, that is really stubborn. Oh man. This is ridiculous already. That is just crazy that it's not coming off of there. I mean, am I gonna have to like add solder or something? I mean, there's not even anything to add solder to. I may have to try and add some solder, I guess. Jeez. It is not happy. Okay, this is not working. I don't know what the hell's going on. I guess I'm gonna try and add solder. Jeez. What a nightmare. So much for beginner's luck. Yeah. Let's just see if it... How hot is it? Pretty hot. Hopefully. I don't know. Still works. So... I don't know, maybe I'm just being a big old wimp. More flux, more heat. I'm not busting out the solder. Come on. That's crazy. Oh, pretty sure I never had to do that before. This solder is, that's the solder. I forget when I got it. Well, it says 2020, so couldn't have been too much longer after that. Alright. Let's try it again. I mean, I think I'm... Oh wait, yeah, turn up the heat. Turning up the heat. So I'm going up to 460. Going up to 460. We're gonna see what happens there. Oh wait, yeah, this isn't the Kenmore strip. This is the unknown strip. The Kenmore strip was real easy for the LED to come off. This one is like impossible. They do sell the LEDs individually. You can buy ribbon strips of them. You could look up exactly what LED that you need for that particular TV and save yourself the trouble of trying to find a donor. But you know, I like to do things the hard way. So it seems like all the flux is just drying out and nothing is happening. I'm gonna try to put some solder. I'll pause the video.